and welcome back to Emily Cat 176. I'm sort of all over the place at the moment. But anyway, so it's Monday. And on Monday I talk about shows or exhibitions or musicals, whatever that I see. And today I want to talk about an exhibition I saw recently. Now, here in Melbourne, we are so lucky to have the National Gallery of Victoria. For the most part, you can just go in for free and see different things. As I said, it's a really good thing that we have here in the city. It's right in the CBD. You get off at Flinders Street and it's like a 5-minute walk to it. And I recently went in and I saw an exhibition by Yayoi Kusama. Now this exhibition, I had to write down the name because I'm not very good with well, she's Japanese, of course, with foreign names and languages, which I do apologise for. I just don't have an ear for language. But this exhibition, it's now gone, but we were so lucky to get it here in Melbourne, and it was so popular. Now, the big exhibition with the National Gallery of Victoria each year is the Winter Masterpiece exhibition, and that is coming up, and this year it's going to be French Impressionists, which will be wonderful. But this exhibition, I saw it in the last few days that it was running, and the crowds even that day, it was busy. It was very busy, and it's also good for the gallery to have this exhibition. And when you walked in, she had a personal message for the people of Melbourne, of which I'm one, of course, but it was so lovely to walk in and see that when you first get in. And I've taken a photo of that, and I'll show that now. So this exhibition, she really, Yayoi, and I hope I've pronounced that correctly, she's had a very long career. She is now in her 90s. I consider her a living treasure. She's such a good artist. But there were pictures, there were works of art, there were films. She went over to America in the 60s. I think it was the 60s. And she was like, because her big thing is dots. She paints dots on everything. And back then in the 60s, when she was in America, she was painting them on naked people. But it's all art. And it was interesting because, as I said, some of the forms were just amazing. And yes, there was dots in everything, but it didn't get boring. It didn't get boring at all. And I'm going to put a few more photos in so you can see. I could have a whole video, 20-minute video of all the stuff that was there. It was really wonderful. And as I said, we are so lucky in Melbourne that our gallery does things like this. Now, this ticket was not free. You had to pay for it. The Winter Masterpiece and things like this, you do pay, but it's still a reasonable price, and I don't object to paying for special exhibitions. There have been many days where I have just gone in on a weekday, wandered around, seen all the exhibitions, and it's free entry. I hope galleries in your cities are like that too, and I do think we have to fight to keep our galleries, like our local libraries, we have to keep them open and free to the public, because it adds to the culture of a city, and the Gallery of Victoria, I think, plays a big part in our culture, because Melbourne, of course, is known as a sporting city, very much so, and my football team's doing well, but it is also a big arts city. And as I've said many times, I mainly stick to the suburbs where the arts are thriving, as I keep telling you. But even in the CBD, and of course these are all government run ones, the galleries, the libraries, etc., they're thriving there. Big shows are coming to Melbourne. As I said, I don't see many of them because for the cost of that ticket I can see so many good things in the suburbs, and the standards are on par, I think, with a lot of things. But if this, I don't know how much longer this lady will be alive. I don't mean to be nasty, but she is in her 90s now. She is an old woman. And if this exhibition comes to your city, I can highly recommend you going to see it, because it was a wonderful exhibition. Do any of you go to exhibitions? I'm still searching for photography exhibitions. I haven't found any of them, and they have a story to tell themselves. So yeah, that was what I saw. I've got a very busy week coming up. I'm actually seeing 2 things this week. So yes, because we're in May, all of May I've got things on. So that was it for the video on Monday. Please let me know if you've heard of this artist, if you've seen her work before, and if, like me, you love galleries, because I do. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll be back on Wednesday. Bye.